hi, how are you? Hey, I'm on YouTube. How cool is that? Thank you everyone for jumping in. Graham, g'day mate. Hey, I don't think I've spoken to you live before. I definitely have when you've left comments on my videos. G'day Graham. I'm going to struggle with some of these names, but Sagasso, g'day. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, well, I hope we don't keep you up too late so you're too tired for work, but I appreciate it. I've just decided I'm switching from Twitch to YouTube because it appears to be a little bit more financially rewarding, shall we say. And I've got a big following, or big-ish following, on YouTube, so I thought, why not capitalise on it? And then I'm only using one platform, which makes a lot of sense to me. I've got my wrong glasses on, so when I lean forward to read chat like that, Cecily, g'day, how are ya? Daryl, g'day, hi. Good to have you on board. So this is a bit of a test, how you going sort of thing. I'm just, hang on, I've had problems with is my voice coming through okay? Oh no, it's all good. I've had problems in the past with echo and what have you, but I think I sussed it out the last stream I did a little while ago. What I thought I'd do, just for an icebreaker, I bought a new welder the other day, so I thought I'd unbox that. And I'm also building an ebony jewellery box here, so I might do a little bit of veneering and work on that as well. But we'll just see how it goes. And I want to do more regular streams. Big changes for 2019. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you had a safe and wonderful Christmas and that the new year is looking good for you. Furniture Done Right newbie here, mate. Looking forward to your chat. Well, thank you for that, Furniture Done Right. I like to done it right, I think. And if there's a better way of doing it, by all means do it. I'm not the last word by any means. Oh, thanks, Daryl. Appreciate that. I haven't got any of the other businesses up and running yet, but I will. I've just looked at channel memberships. I've got to work out perks and gifts and emos and all that sort of stuff, so that'll come through. So Richard, g'day mate. Oh, there you go. Good to have you on board. I'm getting some Twitch people coming over already. That's marvellous. I was talking to Theo. I just had a coffee with Theo about 2 hours ago, and I said, mate, I'm going on to YouTube. So he's all excited. He might go on to YouTube too. Excuse me while I have a drink. I don't know how hot it is here, but it's stinking hot. I don't know that much. I did try and get Bob to come down, and he sort of looked at me and said, seriously? I said, I'm going to have the air conditioner on. He said, nah, there's already an air conditioner on in the house. I'm staying. And that's what he did do. Ah, dear, oh dear. Oh, there you go, another Sue, Graham. Well, I should get my Sue down here and my Sue can talk to you, your Sue, and they can work it all out together. But her poor love, she's not well. I'm still a bit snuffly from the flu. I'm just looking at that, the ratio on the screen. But no, it seems all right. So, g'day, Sue. I hope Graham's looking after you. Tell him you want a cup of tea and 2 biscuits. Every morning in bed before 8 o'clock. Oh dear, well, my missus, she gets 2 Tim Tams for those of you that have come across. She loves her chocolate biscuits first thing in the morning. Da-da-boom. Oh, she's sitting next to you, did she get Oh, mate, that's priceless. So early in the new year too, and you're getting the look. That is absolutely awesome. So what am I going to do? Yeah, this is going to be different. I'm changing a lot of things around, and I'm an idiot. Excuse me for a minute. Oh, will I die? What I'm planning to do is, whilst I stream, I will also record. And that'll be one of the perks too, by the way, when we move this around. So I'm streaming, obviously, because you're watching me, but I'm also recording. So I'll show you with the cameras. Hang on, let me just move. My OBS crashed on me and I've had to set it all up again. There you go, look at that, see. Okay, so you've got, there you go. That camera there, which is a stream camera. That top camera just below that TV screen, which is another stream camera. And then This one, this one that I'm holding here is the third streaming camera. But what I intend to be doing is, while I'm streaming on those 3 cameras, I'm also, if I can get this one done, there you go, streaming. There's another camera, yeah, let's see if I can do it. Okay, there's 2 cameras there, one's a close-up, one's a wide angle, and there's another Pro Cam, TV style cam there, and also up there, that's where my GoPro sits. So what I'll be doing is streaming, but making tutorial videos at the same time. Partially they will be put onto YouTube, but what my intention is for this year is to actually start an e-workshop where it'll be a paid site. I was talking about this on Twitch the end of last year, I think. And you'll get far more information and far more access to me and far more detail in the projects I do. So there'll be a little bit less on the streaming. You'll get a bit of a tease, if you like, on YouTube. And then if you want the whole enchilada, it'll be a paid e-workshop. But it's all going to be good, and I'm looking forward to it. Good to see the rest of your workshop is a mess. Oh, mate, I'll tell you. It's what do you mean a mess? This is tidy compared to what it was. Let me see down here. Oh, yeah. That's not, at least, those of you who've seen me before, you can get close to the saw, and the floor's not too bad. I haven't got Bob in here. That thing there, that, oh, that's it, that bob and sander. Why I bought that, I don't know. Well, I do know why, but I didn't have a job for it. And it's 10, look at that, it's 10 to 6 here. But, well, the things I've been doing lately, that little bob and sander is going to come in very handy. So through the year, I'm going to be doing boxes. That's the main thing I'm concentrating on. I do have some cabinets that I've promised I'd finish. The William Davis cabinet, and I've also got another chisel cabinet over there for another guy that were my Patreon supporters, but I'm not doing Patreon anymore. I'm hoping YouTube's going to do it all for me, which is going to be good. And then focusing on boxes, secret compartments, jewellery boxes, even instruments, because instruments are boxes. So I'm going to make a dulcimer, I'll do a pick and stick, or I call them sound wedges. I might do a stomp box. What else was I think? Oh, I want to do a gentleman's tool chest. So very similar to that tool chest that's over here that many of you have seen. Hang on, let me just grab that and I'll flick it around for you. There you go, that little one over there in the corner. Not quite as big as that, but what I want to do is make a chest like a gentleman's tool chest, only just for box making parts. So it'll have a dovetail saw, it'll have a coping saw, it'll have some chisels, have some knives, a couple of planes. And the idea being, if you want to get into box making, you can get this little toolbox and off you go. So there you go. How many streams have you had before? Oh, hundreds, if not thousands. But not on YouTube. They've all been on Twitch. So that's it. I'm switching over to YouTube. Happy birthday to your daughter, Peep. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a good time and don't eat too much cake or lemonade, because if you do, your tummy sort of feels a bit upset. But happy birthday and many more of them, my dear. And I hope you're really, really happy with everything that happened today. So thumbs up from Steve at Woodworking Masterclass. Happy birthday, dear. Still feeling sorry for you about that. Oh, yeah, look, I've redone it. For those that you don't know what Richard's talking about, I've got to work these things out. Okay, this was the box top that I did, and see that little nick in there, and also a couple of little chips here. This stuff is ebony, which is about $160,000 a cubic metre in veneer. And then what happened, I slipped when I was cutting these rebates to take the solid edging in here. And I'd already cut up the solid edging, and so that's no good. All in all, it was an expensive mistake. It was about $200 worth of veneer and timber in that, but it's all fixed. And if you look there, look at that. You really, I was very lucky because I've got the veneer, and if you look, it's, let's turn it around the other way. See, we've almost got the same, get out of there. We've almost got the same pattern there and there. So this bit here, I'll still use, I'll make another box out of that, and I'll also use the solid edging. So don't feel bad about it. It's just one of those things, a learning experience. Oh, okay, let me get into this Huscow, what do you call it? Welding thing. It's going to be a beautiful box. It was meant to be done by Christmas, but when things started to go wrong, that's it. You just got to go, oh, well, it ain't going to be ready by Christmas. I don't think the person that it was for was very happy, but they will be extremely happy when they get it. I don't think they would have been happy if they'd got it the way I was feeling. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. I can't believe it. I've been, those of you that know me, or well, those of you who don't know me, I'll give you the rundown. I've been a fine furniture maker for, oh crikey, 30 years, amongst other things in that 30 years. Prior to that, I was a motor mechanic, and so metalworking and woodworking sort of go hand in hand. I've recently taken up blacksmithing. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm building, what do you call it, a skillion on one of the other sheds I've got on my property, and then I'm going to move the forges and a couple of anvils out there. So not only will you be getting woodworking videos, but we'll start doing some live blacksmithing streams. And my wife bought me a furnace for Christmas. So we've been melting everything. If it doesn't, I'll tell you what, Bob's had to be quick. Bob's the dog, for those of you who don't know Bob. Here's Bob. Where's Bob? No, I haven't got a picture of Bob, or else I'll show you. He's generally down here. Yeah, if it's not nailed down and it doesn't move. It was going in the furnace, and we've been melting all sorts of things. So that'll be another part of the streams as well. We'll do melting metals and casting objects. A great idea I had the other day was, oh no, I'm going to get on with it. Hang on, I'll bring it up here just to let you know I do have it. Was making a jewellery box. How cool would this be? Make a jewellery box, and then, you know the petitions where you put all your rings and bracelets and necklaces and what have you? Instead of making them out of timber, wouldn't it be awesome to make a mould and then cast that in brass or copper or aluminium to the shape that you want, and then clean out the inside and polish it up, and it'll just fit beautifully inside the jewellery box, solid metal. Awesome! So we're going to give that a try too. Ah, dear. Zombie from Zombie World. G'day, mate. So glad you're back. You're inspiring fun. You've got me. Oh, that's good, Zombie. Pleased. Now, when the apocalypse comes, remember me and don't chase me down, all right? Love blacksmithing idea. I mean, oh, well, I got into blacksmithing. Here we go. Those of you that know me know I do ramble. My grandson, or one of my grandsons, my wife and I are bringing our grandsons up, and one of them is homeschooled because he doesn't fit the profile of a perfect student, but he's a great kid. And he'll most likely be coming on through the week or through the streams anyway. And he said he'd like to try blacksmithing. So we went out and did a blacksmithing weekend, and I knew nothing about it. I mean, as I said, I know how to weld, oxy-weld, stick weld. And anyway, we started getting into blacksmithing, and it bit me like a bug. I just thought, how awesome is this? When we started forging, furnacing work and smelting metals, no instructions with it. I've got a Devil Forge furnace, which is brilliant. I will not knock the name, but I will say they could give you a little bit more directions, because I had a little bit too much temperature and a little too much pressure, and I had a 1/4 inch thick crucible, steel crucible in there, and we blew a hole straight through it, and all this molten aluminium went all through the inside of the furnace. I did, but we learned. It was a big learning curve that day. Where was I going with that? So I'd have forgotten. Oh yes, that's right. And I didn't want to throw this crucible away, so what can I do? Oh, I could weld a patch over, I could do this, and all I had was a bit of angle iron. And to fix a rounded hole with a bit of angle iron's a bit hard. Not a problem. Started the forge up. Forge, I'll actually build a forge on the stream as well. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 forges? 3 forges, I think. 1 gas and 2 coke forges, not coke, charcoal, and I'm going to build another charcoal one, so you might want to watch us do that. And it was beautiful. Cranked the forge up, melted this bit of angle iron, hammered it out flat, hammered it, peened it around the shape of the crucible, and got the stick weld and just all the way around. There you go. Anyway, let's do an unbox. This thing here is, and I know I'm not getting paid for this, and I had to pay for it. I bought it on eBay. It cost me $79 delivered, if you can believe it. So if it only works once and breaks, I don't care. I think it's worth the money. So that's it. It's a Rossmark, and it's a DC welder, which is an inverter welder. The beautiful thing with these, Theo's got one. That was the first time I saw one. I thought, how awesome are they? I've got a big clunker CIG, big, heavy, massive thing. And because it's AC, you get this brrr, 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 and when you're trying to start your arc, especially with a new stick, it's sort of, you know, hit and miss. But these, it's like squeezing paste out of a toothpaste holder. When we set it up, I'll get a bit of metal and we'll do a quick weld. I don't like welding without ventilation, but we'll do it. So, okay, let's open it up. This was $79 on special on eBay. There we go. I haven't done an unbox before because I reckon they're ridiculous, but then I saw how many people are watching them and I thought, I'll do an unbox. Here we go. Oop. Hey Graham, was it a bed you were making at one stage? It was a couple of years ago. I still haven't got around to finishing the bed I promised my wife I'd make. Hey, this is all right, look at that. Here we go. Da-dum, da-dum. There you go. Bob can have the box. So you get a nice case. Check it out. How cool is that? Okay, open it up. And, well, that's not very exciting, is it? Oh, you're kidding me. That's the mask. I don't think we'll be using the mask, but it might work, it might work. How is that? That's the size of the welder, and it doesn't weigh very much at all. In fact, if I can find a set of scales, I should have a set of scales here, which I do have, just happen to have a set. Let's see. Oh, it's 27 degrees apparently, air conditioned, oh, grams, okay. It weighs 2.5 kilos, or 248 grams. I'll see if I can find that in ounces. Here we go. You can tell I don't use these very often. Ba-dee-dum. Okay. Weighs 5 pounds 1 ounce. That has got to be about the 1/6 of the weight of the other welder I use. And it runs off 10 amps. How cool is that? Look at that. 10 amp plug. Excellent. And oh, I mean, it really wouldn't give you too much for, hang on, let me go this way. Yeah, I wouldn't get too excited about the brush, and I really wouldn't get too excited about, what was the other thing I just picked up that I thought was a bit ordinary? Oh, as I said before, 10 amp plug, so that's good. You don't need 15 amps. My other weld was 15 amps. And yeah, I'm not too sure about the welding mask. Look, it'll most likely do the job, but I don't know if I'd like to have my head in it, which means I'm going to have to go out shortly just to whip up. Now that's good. That is really nice and strong, very strong. Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to have to nip up to the metalworking shed in a minute to get a mask and also to get a stick. so I can try it. Yeah, it's pretty good flex. Let me try that. There you go. Pretty substantial flex for what it is. Let's go back there. Oh dear, I'm just adjusting a different camera over here. There we go. See, that's a camera you can't see. So it's quite a reasonable flex they're using. Okay. Let's have a look even more. What have we got here? Been using the MIG for years, Steve. Made Oxy. Yeah, I know, but Oxy is so good for heating and bending and blowing stuff up and cutting. So I use Oxy a lot, especially when the barbecue won't light. Oxy's the answer. Is away you go. Oh dear. I'm trying to catch up on chat here. Yeah, Richard, my wife just reminded me the other day we bought the mattress 3 years ago. And I said, but the timber's there, it has to acclimatise to the room. It worked for 2 years, but she's getting a bit toey now. She said to me just before Christmas, look, I'm going out to buy a bed base, and it's a Super King. So, no, it's all right, I'll make it. So I'm going to start making that on the stream as well. Okay, what I will do, chat amongst yourselves or play I Spy on the wall. I'll quickly whip up to the... Well, I don't know. I think that's not bad. Zombie underwear's good. I mean, it's not often I'll take a forge anywhere, a furnace with me, but underwear you'd have all the time. Now settle down. Actually, you'll laugh. True story. I'm surprised Theo's not on. They made us a conspiracy. Sues see the sick side of things. They do. I know mine does. Yeah, it's a true story about the music stand. Where's the music stand? I was talking to Theo. He said, the best time I had was when I used to come around your place and we had those streams. He said, we should do them even if we just finish the music stand. So hang on, talk amongst yourself for a bit. I'll be back. I'll just go and get a bit of metal and a mask and a stick. Oh, yuck, it's hot out here. Yuck. Oh. That'll do. Okay. Ha! You missed out, Bob. Okay. All right. We'll see how we go. How long's that? Have I got an extension lead plugged in? No, but I've got an extension lead here. Wait a minute. Got be an end to it somewhere. There we go. Now, there's a point, isn't it? I shouldn't blow a fuse. What do I do in this one? I might turn that off and that off, and that off, because that means, and we'll turn that off. We'll see how we go. But I tell you what, it is a nice little unit. If it works, I'm going to be really impressed. So I'll run that about, where's high? Well, it doesn't have a high and a low, it just has whatever it is. All right, let's plug it in and find out what happens. I've plugged it in, nothing's happened. Oh, look at that, see? There's a big on-off switch on the back. So, oh, turn it on and it lights up. I'm excited. Let's put the other thing I would do, because I like them, I would change this hook here to a magnet. It's just so much easier. What I've got up, which you will see when we start streaming from the metal shed, I've got a big metal table with a magnet on it, and all I have to do if I want to weld, I just throw whatever it is on the table and just weld away. Oh, I cannot believe this is going to work. Put the negative in the negative and the positive in the positive. So I reckon that's got to be the negative. So we'll put that in there and does it. I suppose it meant to lock. Yeah, turn that off. Turn it off. Ah, there you go. You've got to use a fair amount of pressure to actually get that in, but I suppose that can be good. All right, so now we have positive, which is going to have me stick, negative, which is going to have the other end of it. Yeah, that clamp is pretty cheap and nasty, but hey, for the price, who cares? All right, now I bought some steel up, we'll give it a go. Can you see that? I'll clamp that onto there, if we can. Ouch! All right. So I'll move this so you can actually, where am I? I'm there. So I'll put that there. Okay. Now we'll see. We will see if it works. Might just take that plastic mat off. Dear. I'll put a bit of plywood there, and I don't care if that gets burnt. And you can see the difference. I'll put this over. Let's get all that stuff out of the way. Oh. There you go. And we will see how it works. I don't know if I've got a decent earth on there or not. But here goes. Fingers crossed. Any last messages before I do this? Because it might be the end of the stream. I don't know. Oh dear. Might be the end of me. Who knows? All right. Ready? Hang on, let me read the chat first. I'll read chat first in case I go up in smoke. You and Theo on straight. Theo, are you watching this? They want a repeat performance. Hey, from West Virginia. G'day, Philip. I tell you what, it can't have a wind up. It's too light. They wouldn't get the mechanism in there. Yeah, 240. We're 240 here, so 220, 240. It all works. Yeah, it's a nuisance. 2 voltages, isn't it? 110 and 220. But anyway, it's an American way from the blue. Let's see a row of dimes. Yeah, there might be a little bit of... Hope this works better than the router. Oh, geez, you're cruel, Richard. Fair income. That was last year. The router and I, we get on all right sometimes. There we go. Okay, here we go. This is one of those automatic magic blumping things, so I don't mind using it. Okay, we have power. Are you ready? Hang on, let me flip it over. There you go, here we go. Is it going to work or not? Suspense is killing me. No. Okay, what are we on? Should. Yep, well that works. Just means I haven't got a good earth there. Wait a minute. Yeah, she's a bit gnarly and rusty. So that is my fault. That is not the fault of... It's not the fault of the welder. That's the welder's fault, not the welder's fault. Well, I'll just clean this up a bit. Actually, if you saw this bit of metal, it's got that much rust and oil on it. I'm surprised anything will conduct through it. Okay, let's go. We'll try it again. There we go. We have a spark. Did that come up? Oh, look at that. Where are we? That's interesting. I'm looking at... Well, which camera am I looking at? Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Let me try it again. There you go. Looking at the right camera now. There we go. Here we go. I'm confident. Gee, that's smooth. If I can stop shaking, I'll be right. Don't want to do too much. Because it's a bit gaseous. Turn that off. But anyway, we know it works. Not too hot. There you go. I'll knock that off. I think I should have given it a few more herbs. But anyway, it works, and that's getting awfully hot under my finger. So it works. I tell you what, I reckon for $79, I'm impressed with that. So there you go. That's what it is. A Rossmark welder. Got it on eBay. It was on special for $79. I think the regular price is $99. But the beautiful thing with this is what I'm going to do is I'll just put it in the truck, and then when I go out west, if I need to fix anything, I've got generators and inverters on board, and it will run that little welder. So what an absolute perler. All right, let's do, I was going to do a little bit of veneer work. I might still do that. I can't do, I'll turn those on. What I wanted to do, because all my glue's gone off. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I'm just redoing my glue. But what we can do is we can clean it, cut some veneer up, and you can see what I'm going to do. And then tomorrow, I'll do a bit more. And what I want to do is stream 3 or 4 times a week. More so that if you're interested in what I do, you'll be watching me work rather than me doing a stream for the sake of doing a stream. It's just I'll be working and you can be there and have a chat to me and we can talk things over and what have you. And if you've got any problems, woodworking related, not marital or anything like that, I'm happy to talk woodworking related. You know, you can take a photo and flick it over to me. I can have a look and help you best I can. Now, where is that mat there? I've just looked at, oh, that's all right. Is that up? Oh no, it's 6:30, that's all right. Okay, so what I want to do is this, that is, nah, it's the wrong colour, pink. That's Chilean myrtle, I want Tasmanian myrtle, so I might just nick next door to the veneer shed and grab some Tassie myrtle. Well, what's going on here? Oh, you're off, zombie. Oh, well, that's good. Thank you, zombie. Appreciate the watch. Hope you have a good day at school. Cross the cross. Oh, that's nice. Put a clamp on the earth clamp. Yeah, no, it was, that bit of metal was shot. No, it's really nice. Well, I could have done that too, Graham. Yeah, look, it's not big, but if you're running 1.5 mil sheet or square section, it's fine. You know, you're repairing a trailer or something like that. I wouldn't try it on 12 mil or 10 mil plate. I don't think she'll get through, but for what it does, oh, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, I don't think you'll get welders flash watching it on screen. You should be right. Oh yeah, no, that glue explosion. That's what made me think about that. Those that don't know, last year I was doing a stream on Twitch, and my glue pot, because I use high glue, which is animal protein glue, it had jellified or solidified or whatever, putrefied actually. And it had this orange stuff on top, and I thought, oh, that's just sawdust. So I said to the people that were watching the stream, I'll just blow this off. And I grabbed my air hose, which is down here, and went like that, and it had all putrefied, and I had this rotten glue hit me in the face or down my shirt. The dog was going berserk because he thought it was great because he had something to eat. But, oh, it stunk. Hang on, I'll just nip next door and get some Tasmanian myrtle veneer. And then I'll slice that up. I could use Swiss pear, but I haven't got enough Swiss pear. So this will just have to, oh, I'm pleased you can't see this shed either. Oh, crikey. If I could get in there, it'd be a good thing. Oh. What's that? No, wrong stuff. Jarrah, 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 jarrah. Jarrah. Tasmanian. Chilean. What's that? Ah, this is Tassie. Good stuff. Oh, that's even nicer. Looks nice. That's pity. It's got a beautiful figure in it. I don't know if I will use it. Myself. Oh. Oh, that looks alright. About that. When you got stuff, you really want to appreciate what you've got. You can really always come back. Chili in again, but pink to the other pink. Oh, geez, tell you what, I could have got stuck in there and no one would have found me for years. Oh, all right. Yeah, no, this is still Chilean, but it's got a better grain for what I want. This one's got a bit wavy. Whereas this is obviously quarter sawn and going to be a lot better behaved. So, put that down there. And get a ruler. Oh, and a knife. Up. And where did I put that thing? Okay. Oh, look at that, just the right. Look, my dress is coming undone. Whoop, that way. I had some mess in that timber shed. What have we got? Hang on, let me catch up on chat. Do you have MIG gear, Steve? It makes no. I don't have any TIG or MIG. I've just got arc and oxy. So we get to see. Well, it's clearly all we see is a bright. Yeah, well, that was it. But at least you knew it was bright. I'm going to have to check that out and see what it looked like. You'd like to see some Jarrah? Well, you can see some Jarrah if you want. Do you want to see it in wood form? Well, there it is. There it is. Piece lying around on the floor. Oops, there you go. That's Jarrah. Got it in solid too. I'll float around. That's why you find some kicking around here. I've got a heap of it in the timber shed. What's that bit there? Ah, no, that's black bean. What's that? Nah. Oh, there you go. There's a bit of tiger stripe Jarrah there. See the black in it? Oh, I'll try from this side. See the black fleck in it? And that's called tiger stripe Jarrah. Same. And it's just got figure in it. That's normal Jarrah. Tiger stripe. Occasionally you'll get fiddleback. I've seen it a couple of times, but not often. Just one of those quirky things. Did the sharpening business say, oh mate, did it what? Yes, but I'm enjoying doing woodwork. So, the shield will allow you to see the world as you pull instead of just bright. The shield would have allowed us. Oh, okay, yeah. I only had the shield on and I wasn't going to use my shield fuel, but I could have, I suppose, put it over there because it's one of those automatic. You'll have to wait for that to kick in now. One of those automatic light sensitive ones. But I don't plan to do too much welding on stream. Well, not as a demonstration. That's what I reckon. Did have some Jarrah burl at one stage. Don't know where that is, though. But anyway, what I want to do is wait for that compressor to finish. Hang on, I'll see how long it's got to go. Almost there. Oh, come on. Thank you. That's my double pot, the big triple pot 22 CFM I've got. Is up in the metalworking shed because I've got a sandblaster up there and I use it more, whereas that little one I've had for, crikey, I've had it for nearly 30 years. For those of you that don't know, this is veneer. Veneer is very, very thin timber and it'll bend one or two ways. It will bend that much that way, but it will bend that much the other way. So this is the side that you actually glue down, and what I do is just put pencil mark over it like that. So then I know which side is down and which side's up. In this particular case, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be gluing both edges, and what I want to do is actually glue it on this edge and then glue it on this edge. So I'll have two black faces, black face there, black face there, and then pink face there, pink face there. And when I actually go to put it in the box, which I'll either do tomorrow or Monday, it will then, you'll have the black, what's it gone? Here we go. Oh. So you'll have black here with a pink stripe running down there and black down here with a pink stripe running down there. So it's just gonna lift it just a little bit, because the other thing, I was going to leave it all black and I think it'll look really nice black, but it's for a lady, so I think if I just put just a little bit of detail like that in it, and then I'll make a stand for it as well, which I'll also do on stream. So what I have to do now is just cut these up. I got onto these things too. I used to use them years ago, the Stadler ones, but there's a knockoff around now that's a quarter of the price. And gee whiz, they're nice. Okay, so first of all I've got to cut one straight edge. And then I can cut what I want off of there. In fact, oh no, I don't think I'll bother with this because it's not, I've got a table that I've made up that you can cut multiples and accurate strips on. So if I needed to, I can cut, 20 or 30 1mm strips, 1.5mm strips. And they're on some of my other videos. But in this situation, it's not that critical, because what I'm going to be doing, as I said before, is glue this edge and that edge. And then once I've glued that into the box itself, and then I plane that flat. So if it's not quite meeting on the inside or it's not quite meeting on the top, it's okay, because by the time I've planed it all and squared it, the line will be there. So I'll just make sure that they're all a bit oversized. And this is basically just guesstimate. When you're cutting veneer, you can cut full length. This one's behaving itself. If it's a cranky bit of timber, sometimes you can just get away with cutting a little bit at a time until that's open, and then a little bit more, and then move your way down. And whatever it's going to take is going to be what it's going to take. There's no point in trying to cut it in one swipe, because if you do, you will more than likely run off track of the grain and end up ruining the bit of veneer. So I'm going to need several of these strips. So this timber here is pretty well behaved, but there's some stuff I've got, and it is ornery. It just doesn't want to play the game. And don't push too hard. Now you notice, oh, that was free. I thought it was caught there. Yeah, just keep on lightly stroking it and you will eventually cut through. If it's not cutting through, I know it gets frustrating, but don't fall into the temptation of pushing hard and trying to get through in one go. These are very light cuts I'm doing here, and I'm doing very light ones on purpose. But you'll see all of a sudden, so that's come out. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 long ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8 long ones, so I can do the top and the bottom. So that's rubbish. And then whatever the width ones are. Always go oversized. You'll see as I work, I never cut things to final shape, final size. Only because I always make mistakes. And it's nice if it's not at final size. You've got that luxury of having a second crack at it, or maybe even a third crack. Whereas if it's done to size, point in case, that box, when I cut the rebates out to take the solid edging, I'd cut the solid edging and machined it to size. And then all of a sudden, it was no good, so I had to do it all again. Still, as a great hero of Australia once said, Ned Kelly, such is life. Although there's debate on that, they're not sure if he said such is life or I thought it would have ended this way. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting there. You can still hear me clearly. Oh, well, that's good. That's possibly because I've got an omnidirectional mic on and the compressor's behind me, so that's good. Why does it bend one way? Oh, okay. The reason it bends one way and not the other. Good question, Graham. Oh, if you ever see veneer being made, whether it's rotary cut or sliced, what happens, you've got a great big lump of wood and the blade will come down and slice it like that. Now, as it's slicing that, it's actually cutting the fibres. It's a single bevel knife, so it doesn't have a double bevel on it. It's a bit like a chisel, a single bevel. And as it comes down, it cuts through one side. And that cuts the fibres. And so when it comes off the knife, it looks like that, which means those fibres have been cut. But the other bit behind it is still straight. That's why you get one face that will bend and the other face that doesn't. So there you go. And it's the same with the rotary cut. If you've ever seen plywood, they rotary cut it. It's like a big round tree, log or whatever, and the blade's there and it just turns, and as it turns the blade goes in deeper and deeper. And rotary cut, or what else do they call it? Peeled. Peeling is another name for it. So there you go. Put that one over there for a tick. It's 3:30. Oh, okay. See you, Jason. Thanks for dropping in. We'll catch you on. I'm just looking at the clock here because I better get up, or my Sue will give me the look. And that's generally followed by your dinner's in the microwave. Oh, but I thought we were having salad. Yeah, it's still in the microwave. Oh dear. But she loves me. Oh, I don't know if she loves me or she's just used to me. After 42 years, I think it's a bit of both. It's all good. 2, 4, 6. Here we go. Tell you what, there's nothing. I used to like, you used to be able to get rulers that had a hump in them here, and you could put your, actually I've got, oh you idiot, I've got one that I made myself for this very reason. Why don't I use it? There you go. See, it's actually got a finger track that I can put my finger in. Because there's nothing worse than cutting something and you're a little bit, you know, distracted or tired or whatever, and the knife goes off and you go through your finger. Oh, that stings. So I will use my veneer cutter. And it's got brass in there, which lubricates the steel blade. And on the back, that's about 240 grit, wet and dry. And the reason that's on there, and that's on this as well, because if I didn't have it on there and I'm cutting, that can happen. Whereas if I've got the paper on there, that happens. Same with the steel ruler. It's got 240 grit on the back, steel on veneer, that can happen. You've got the 240 grit, that happens. There you go, there's a cheap little trick for you. So I'll just, it's been a while since I've been in here doing all this, and I've forgotten that I had all this stuff. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, much nicer. You know that feeling you get when you think, something's going to go wrong. It's sort of down the bottom of your spine, and you get, it's gone now. I feel better. Okay, so I've got 4. Okay, I've got the big ones. Now, so I'll do 4 of those. It'll be those ones. Oh, I got the sniffles. Excuse me, blow me honker. I'll find a tissue. Oh, I've had the flu. I've been in bed Christmas with the flu. Susan gave it to me. I'm blaming her. Oh, crikey, I can't even find a tissue. No, I'll just have to put up with it. Or you'll have to put up with me being nasally till I can work it out. Oh, hang on. There's a rag. Excuse me, I'm just going off camera to blow me schnoz. I apologise for those sound effects. But I feel better now. Okay, so now I want 4 of these. Yeah, Susie, poor old thing, she was in the hospital, had an operation, and while she was in there, she picked up a dose of the flu. You want to stay away from hospitals, they're full of sick people. So, now, is that what I was talking about? It was, but it's a bad demonstration. It was where it was still anchored, even though I'd cut it all the way through, it still hadn't broken off cleanly. So it's just a little pass and you get it. There we go, just right at the very top. Tell you what, we're doing well here. The inside, I haven't worked out what I'm going to do on the inside yet. I got some really nice burnt orange leather, so I might use that as part of it. And also got some nice flock. similar colour. Now I've got one, two, I need another two of those. Down the track, yeah, I've got some ideas for secret compartments, which I love doing. And nowadays with those rare earth magnets, oh, you can do so many impressive little hidden things. It's not to say I don't appreciate the very early writing compendiums and tea caddies that had spring-loaded little secret compartments. I'm not going to get into the Japanese puzzle boxes. They don't do it for me at all. Honestly, oh, there's something in there if you can open it. Yeah, well, I'll put it on the ground and stand on it. There you go. That's opened it. How does that make you feel? What did I see the other day? Actually, these I love doing. I love doing, love. So I'm going to start doing a lot more of this style of box lid. There are various ways of doing it. This, I guess, was inspired by Andrew Crawford. I just absolutely am a great admirer of his work. And it was interesting because I wanted to know how you got that shape. And I asked a couple of other furniture making friends of mine, and they told me ideas, and no, I didn't like that. So I thought I'll contact Andrew. So I actually contacted Andrew, and he graciously replied to my email and told me how he did it, and I didn't like that way either. So I developed my own way of doing it, and I'm very pleased that I did, because it's opened up so many opportunities for doing different shapes. How are we going? I wanted 8 and 4, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2, might as well do another one, I think, just to make sure I've got them all. Will I get another one out of here? Oh yeah, I reckon we will. I'll just straighten that up. There we go. That should do us, I think. So I'll share those techniques later on down the track. Also, I thought another thing I'd like to do would be make a pirate's chest, or a pirate's casket. And with that, because I've got the blacksmithing stuff, we can actually make the metal straps, make the metal rivets, make the metal nails. Don't know if I'm up to making hinges, but I can definitely make the handles. So it could be all good stuff. Where are we at? I'll have a chat now. Yeah, Graham, I saw one on, I think it was Facebook. This guy said his greatest fear is that when he dies, his wife will sell his tools for the price she told him. He told her he paid for them. Very sad. Yeah, it might be a gift that Sue's giving. I don't know. I'll check with my Sue. Oh, no, you want to stay away from hospitals. I said that. Talking of secret parts, my great-grandfather was a carpenter at the turn of the last century and was employed by a local dignity. Yeah, awesome stuff. I love that sort of stuff. Have you been to the room? Have you been to the house and tried the door? That'd be interesting. Was that an escape route in case the federales arrive, or was it a passage to his mistress's bedroom like they reckon there is in Palace of Versailles? Oh, it's sad. I grew up in a, well, what am I, 63. So when I was 4, I think, I moved into a house in Sussex, in a little village there that was built by the local smuggler. And so the house was, oh, well over 200 years old when we moved in, a little two-storey cottage. I've got memories of my dad. He was same size as me now, 6 foot. And he used to stoop in the lounge room when he'd walk around, because massive, great big oak beams. And I had a touch of nostalgia about 12, 14 months ago. I wanted to revisit it, so I went on to Google Maps and Google Earth and then Google Street to see this cottage where I grew up. And really sad, it's not there anymore. And all the fields I used to play in when, you know, Dad used to have, I think we had a couple of cows and some horses and turkeys and stuff like that. And we used to grow hay. And I used to follow the hay baler around, and it's all houses now. Just the cottage is gone, all the fields have gone. The chicken farm behind us is still there. But yeah, it knocked me for a 6. But yeah, if you can, go to the house and say, my great-grandfather did that. How cool is that? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a look at this, because I think this should be preacher. Oh, it's disgusting. It's, I tell you what. You're lucky this isn't smell-o-vision. Oh, I'm going to gag. Oh, I'll just get rid of this. Bob will find it tomorrow, and he'll be rolling in it. He'll be thinking it's bovine number 5. Let me just go out and yuck. Oh, it's black as the ace of spades. Ugh. I don't know why it's going off. Oh, I suppose I'm not down here using it as much, so it most likely stays in there a lot longer. And I've got to put some more. I'm not. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, got to put some radiator inhibitor in the double pot boiler too. You do that, then it doesn't rust and lasts a lot longer. Oh, look at that, I'm in the drinking water. I better bring another bottle down with me. I'm filling it, in case you're wondering, I'm actually filling a water bottle up out of a bubbler, out of a water dispenser, just in case you were wondering. Oh, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. There we go. I did have a double stainless steel sink I was going to put on the outside and then just plumb it up to a hose. And when I went to pick it up, the guy who was giving it to me says, oh no, I've decided I'm going to keep it. So, which is his prerogative to do, I suppose. Just one of those things. No, you see? Now look, where are we? All right, here you go. See over there, look, I'll prove it to you. I knew someone would come up with that. There you go, look. Water dispenser here, water bottles up here. Oh, dear. Well, hey, I can stay at home and get a hard time. Well, I don't have to go online for it. So I hope that's cleaned that up for you. Oh, where are we? No idea, just a family store. I still have some of you. Oh, lovely. Hi, Steve from halfway around the world in Texas. Gilberto, thank you. Welcome to the stream. I go to Texas regularly. But before you get excited, it is 3 hours that way. And the population is 632 people. So it's not the same Texas as you. But I get some wonderful timber out there, which I'll be sharing with you later on. Actually, I don't know if I've got some burl here. I went out just before Christmas. Oh, I have, look at that. Stacks of it. Just before Christmas, and got these absolutely gorgeous burls. I thought, oh, if I can get half a dozen of them, it'd be nice. And I ended up coming back with just over 100. I've got about another 200 to pick up. So I'm going back out to Texas. But that must likely be in February or March when it gets a little bit cooler. Yeah, these, in case you're wondering what a burl is, that's the burl. You can't see that, it's just covered in bark, but after a while you get to know the shape. And then on the inside, this is where the magic is. On the inside, that's the beautiful timber you get. So this is some of it here. Oh, there you go. Put a bit of water on there if I can. There you go. So those I was going to make knife scales out of, but now I'm having a change of heart and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know, I might do some bandsaw boxes, or I might do something, or I don't know. So many things you can do. So I said to my wife this morning, I said, you know, if I could only do one or two things, I'll be a happy man. She said, why? I said, because there's so many things I want to do. I want to build a dulcimer, which I said beginning of the stream. I've got a solid state guitar I was playing around with out there. I've got some boxes over there to finish. I've got 36 cigar humidors that I have to finish. So what I'm going to do too, the stuff I make I'm going to sell. So anyone around the world, if you want a video of something you just bought, what I'll do is I'll start making it and I'll say, look, this is for sale if anyone's interested. Drop me a line and that way I can move the stuff I've got. Now I've got wet hands. So Gilberto, welcome. Sussex, UK. Yeah, Sussex, UK. Yeah, near Lewis. In fact, if you know Brighton at all, if you can remember a tyre shop there in the 60s, that was my nana's tyre shop, right opposite the park. Hey, Salagasso, thank you so much. Appreciate that. There you go. Oh, God. I tell you what, smelling that glue, that'd be worse than a pea bucket. No, I proper rodder, I haven't. Oh, no, I did a stream not last Monday, the Monday before, but I didn't do one this week because I had the flu. But I'm changing from Twitch to YouTube, much better. Sagacio, thank you so much. 2 thumbs up and heart energy out to you. I appreciate it. That's my first tip on YouTube. So I'm going to frame that. That's lovely. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, I hope she has a great day. Isn't it funny, Graham? You know, I'm from Manchester. I don't go that far south. When I was younger, maybe 20, 15 years ago, I don't know, 15 or 20 years ago, I think nothing. I said, oh, let's go down and see my mum and dad. They're in Sydney. It's 1,000 kilometres, which is what, 700 miles. You'd drive down there and spend the day with them and come home again. But smaller distances in Tasmania, I don't know if you've seen a map of Australia, but Tasmania is sort of right down the bottom, about that shape. Yeah, it used to be a big day to go from Hobart to Launceston, like it's an hour trip. So it's funny how, depending on the size of the country, what you think's a big trip or a little trip. My sister was in, she was in London a couple of years ago, and she decided her and her husband wanted to go to Glasgow. So they said, oh, we're just going up to Glasgow. And the people they were staying with, well, how long are you going for? Oh, we're just going up for the day. Couldn't sort of handle that. Anyway, that's the way it is. Happy New Year, Rule. And a Happy New Year to everyone else that's I've missed saying Happy New Year to. Richard, I'll catch you later. Yeah, and mate, you know what they say, happy life, happy wife. Oh, I don't like the new one. I like happy wife, happy life. That's good. The new one apparently is happy house, happy, what was it? Happy spouse, happy house. No, that's diluting it too much. Happy wife, happy life. There you go. Faulkner, hi mate, any tips on keeping H&T Gordon Plains well maintained, wood and brass? Yeah, look, all I do, it was, actually Terry was up here in the workshop just before Christmas. I think it was a week before Christmas. We when they had lunch together and a bit of a chin wag. He wants to come back and do some video, so I'll get him to do a stream. But honestly, all I do, bit of oil on them, whatever oil you fancy. I use Libron Danish oil or finishing oil, tung oil, raw linseed oil. Don't put boiled on them. And the brass, well, look, you can polish it, but I reckon using them, this dear old thing I haven't used for a while, but no, she's still in good nick. And I haven't had to do anything to the sole. It's still got a natural patina on it. I use oil on the soles of the H&T Gordons, whereas with the metal planes, whether Lee Nelson, Stanley, whatever, I use wax. So the oil, I find, keeps the sole going well, and also just using your natural body oil keeps that going. Keep them out of direct sunlight. Don't put them on anything wet. But if you've got any problems with them, which I doubt if you do, either ask me or ring Terry up or send Terry an email. He'll be more than happy to help. Fortuna, AJ Fortuna, cheers from Cape Town. Thank you so much. Cheers back to you. And Lisbon, Portugal. I got a lot of follows in Portugal apparently. Roel, thank you so much for that. There you go. I'm into this. This is just a test stream to see how I go on YouTube, and I like it. So I will be back tomorrow on YouTube. I'll most likely start early in the morning. I might do an afternoon one as well. We will see. So that's it. Thanks for it. If you don't subscribe to Woodworking Masterclass, please check it out. Subscribe to Woodworking Masterclass video channel. I do have another one that I haven't launched yet. It was Room for Woodwork, for those of you that remember I used to have an in-house workshop. I've now changed that to box making, and all the box making videos from very, very basic ones to more advanced ones will be posted on there, as well as Woodworking Masterclass. So Woodworking Masterclass will most likely get the shorter version. Box making will get the longer version, and I'm working on the members' perks and privileges as soon as I get all that organised. So if you want to join up and become a member of the channel, I really appreciate it. And I don't know what I'll be doing. If you've got any ideas, message me or send them to me when I'm streaming. I'm sort of thinking maybe we might do half an hour before the major stream where we can just talk as members and you can have super chat, and we'll do stuff one-on-one that I won't do on the main stream. So it might be, it'll most likely be before the stream. It might be after, I don't know. I'll work those out. I've got some emos to work on. One of them obviously Bob, and then I might do some H&T Gordon planes. And it's all new to me. I just discovered what YouTube have changed in the last few months the other day, so I'm catching up on all of that. So where are we up to? Sagasso, thank you so much. Yep, goodbye, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks, Steve. I'll catch you next time, hopefully. I'm a kept man at home all the time now due to illness. No. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, that means you don't have an excuse to sit and watch me, because then you can say, you might think I'm not well, but I'm not as bad as that bloke. Look at him, he's nut. Jason, all right, sleep time, all the best, take care. And as I always sign off by saying, remember, oh no, I don't. This is Steve pulling the shed door down, and I better get up because my salad is in the microwave. I can smell it from here. Pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, be nice to each other, and I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the bench, very, very soon. Bye for now. Thanks for everyone that's joined in, and if you've got any suggestions, let me know, and if I can work it out, we'll do it. So 2019 New Birth Stream YouTube. Thank you so much.